Well, 2023 is officially here. Can you believe it? We are in the start of a brand new year. I am so excited for it, but before we dive into everything that I'm so excited about with 2023, I feel like the start of a new year, this is a good time to reflect back on this past year. That is the most life-changing year of my life this far, 2022. Now, I have thought long and hard about how I wanted to do this video. I knew for a while, like I've had this concept in mind actually for months. Like I've known that I wanted to film a tribute video to 2022 and just kind of going over the highlights, the challenges, the struggles, everything that this year has entailed, because truly I know that looking at my life, like even like years from now, I'm always going to remember 2022 as being a banner year, a highlight year for me. This year has brought me so much and it's absolutely changed my life. Like that is accurate. Never have I had a year that there's been so many things happen that I feel like there's years actually consisted of multiple years, and at the same time it's flown by. I am extremely grateful, and I want the tone of this video, I want to be just extremely real and raw here for a second and state that I'm about to play all these clips and I'm playing all the highlights. That literally is what this is. This is a highlight reel of the best moments that have come from my 2022. With that in mind, this is something that has been on my heart recently that I really want to start talking about in the videos, that what we put out there on social media, it is the highlight reel. While 2022 was the best year of my life, it was simultaneously also the most challenging year and one of the most anxiety-filled years that I've had. But with that in mind, it has also taught me some incredible lessons that sometimes those two things are simultaneously happening, and we can, even in the battles, find ways to enjoy the good parts of life and still look for joyous moments in the middle of the storm. That is a big takeaway that I am leaving 2022 with. Let's just dive right in with 2022. So January 2022, the start of the year, literally started with me packing up my life, moving from my home in Pennsylvania where I lived for 24 years, literally my entire life, and moved to Central Florida. I moved to Florida today. I can't picture a point in my life that I wasn't thinking about wanting to live in Orlando. So this day has been so long awaited for. I am a mix of emotions. It's currently about 6:40 something in the morning right now.
You're gonna come back and visit him.
I'm gonna come back and visit. I'm gonna come back and see you a lot.
Yeah.
And then in a year, you're gonna be a Florida kitty. Yeah.
Get in the car and go. No more of this right here. Day 2 of our drive. Today is the day that I officially become a Floridian, that we enter Florida. I'm like so excited. I'm nervous. I'm excited. Counting down. I can't believe it.
Here it is, Meg.
Oh my God.
It's official. Florida welcomes you.
I did it. Oh my gosh.
Say hi.
Hello.
We did it.
Me moving to Florida was a moment that I had dreamed of literally forever. I always knew that it was gonna happen at some point, and finally this was the year that I decided to apply to the college program, to just not let fear hold me back and just go for it and go live my dream. Definitely me moving here was the best decision I've ever made, and I'm so happy with how everything has turned out. The catalyst that brought me here to Florida, well, I always knew that I wanted to move to Central Florida. Like I've always known that this is where I want my life to unfold. Like this is where is truly home for me. But I had for years dreamed of being a Disney cast member, and that was really like the thing that I knew I could get into one of the Disney internship programs, and that could be the way that I have a job lined up and get myself down here to Orlando, becoming a Disney cast member. Now, spoiler alert, I didn't stay a cast member for long, and we'll get to that, but just going through the process of earning my ears, doing the training, and I did work for, I was a cast member for about 3 months, so like I had that DCP internship experience at Disney, and I'm extremely grateful looking back that I get to say that I've done that. On January 18th, I officially checked in to my Disney College program. Today is officially the day. Today is the start of my Disney College program journey. My DCP check-in day. They have this whole showcase of Disney College program memorabilia. I am officially checked in to my Disney College program. Then on January 22nd, I think it was 22nd. Yeah. I officially became a Disney cast member. Your check-in process is different from then when you actually have your first like paid day of training. You get the ID tag, you get the name tag, and you are in. You are official after that point. Traditions Day is a big day. I've become a Disney cast member today. Today is my Disney Traditions Day. So if you don't know what Disney Traditions is, this is the actual like initiation of becoming a cast member. I really cannot believe this day is here. I'm at Disney University right now.
And you know what? Have a wonderful day out there.
Here is my name tag. There it is. My most successful video this year was the announcement that I was then quitting my job at Disney. I have a very real and huge life update to share with you guys, and it is the fact that the video title is not clickbait. I am no longer a Disney cast member. I have decided to quit my job at Disney. It was in the end of March that I termed from the Disney College program. That's Disney lingo for quitting your college program early, leaving the Disney company. I just did it. I did a very big step. I'm no longer a Disney cast member. I had to give in my badge. I gave in all my costumes, and my little ID case here is empty. Excited for the future, very excited for the future. And it's been an amazing day. Have so much fun at Cast Connections, running around, running back and forth out of all the different rooms. And yeah, it was a good way to like go out and like end my time as a cast member. Today, I'm feeling more like myself. Seeing the potential of like the new life, like the lifestyle that I can have. I found my new dream. This was one of those moments this year that truly also taught me that there's always a plan in place. Even in like the darkest moments when you're like, why isn't this working out? Why isn't this everything I ever dreamed it would be? When there's just something that doesn't feel right, I've learned it can be because there's something better out there. There's something else out there for you. That's what you're meant to be doing in that moment. And that is absolutely what I experienced this year. Like, I know that God had a better plan for me coming down here to Orlando that was different from my own plans. So in March, I walked away from the Disney company. I got to go back home for a bit in between that kind of transitional time when I was leaving one job, going to the next. I ended up surprising my family too when I went back home, which was awesome.
Who is that?
After that visit home, coming back down here to Orlando in April, we had the craziest travel experience that I ever had with a canceled flight that was delayed 3 days that would have made me miss my first day of work. So me and my parents loaded up and we had another good old-fashioned family road trip back down here to Florida. I feel like I live in a soap opera now. All of our flights have been canceled. So I run back up the gangway. We just slept in the car last night. We did it. Getting creative, but yeah, this is absolutely insane. I feel like that symbolically was like a fresh start. Like that whole trip was very refreshing after all the stress of my initial move to Florida. You all know I've shared that I had a really bad living situation in the beginning with roommate drama, all this stuff. All of that had sorted itself out by this point too, like all around the same time that I was going through the job change and that change. So really me going home for that little spell of, you know, a week was kind of like a reset and a fresh start, and then coming back down to Florida, and the fact that I think we ended up having that road trip again, it was kind of like a symbolic, let's try this again type thing. Like, here's a fresh start. I'm going back now with a different living situation, with a new job, fresh start, everything. You get to relive the moment over again and getting to come over here. That is something very exciting to celebrate. Things are now looking up. That was a real like turning point, I feel like, in this year. So yeah, at the beginning of April, I started my new job. Hello, guess what Tonight we're going to Disney Springs as a family. Hello. It's been an exciting couple days. I just started my new job yesterday and I am absolutely loving it. The people are amazing. It's going so well. So we're here celebrating tonight at Disney Springs. I worked again today and now we're spending the evening here. Very exciting time. I truly feel like everything has worked out how it was meant to be. You know, as much as I wanted to work for Disney for some time in my life, I knew it wasn't what I wanted to ultimately always do. And this is one of those things too, where within this year, I've had so many moments that have taught me, even if I can't see the full picture in the moment, sometimes when things don't work out, it doesn't work out for a reason. And it's because something else that's more meant for you is on the horizon waiting to happen. So in the middle of those storms where you're like, oh my gosh, why is this happening to me? And you're so frustrated and you're like, but I want this so bad. Sometimes though, it's because you can't even see that there's something else that's actually gonna be even better for you. And that is something that absolutely happened to me this year with me getting the job that I currently have and the opportunities that has allowed me to in turn receive this year has been a huge blessing. It has allowed me to have so much flexibility of being able to throw myself into YouTube, which this has been my passion for a very long time. And I love that this year I've really gotten to see a growth in my channel, and I'm just so excited to continue that in 2023 and really push myself to the next level. I have so many ideas, so many things that I am concocting in my head. It's happening this year. Like, I'm so ready for it. Something that I am extremely grateful for that has happened this year is my partnership with 407 and Beyond Vacation Company. They have been so amazing. Just huge shout out to all of them. I'm so excited to be continuing our partnership in 2023. That's something that I am so grateful for as well. One of those things that if things hadn't worked out the way that it did with my year and my job and everything, like that was an opportunity that, you know, wouldn't have been able to come up. I am so grateful for them. So when you're looking to plan your next vacation, I say it all the time, but contact them, you guys. 407 and Beyond Vacation Company. They are such a knowledgeable team of travel professionals that can really be the difference in you having the dream vacation that you want. Just having an advocate that you can reach out to, ask questions to. Do yourself a favor, call them today. So then we go into the spring of this year, which I feel like there were so many just things that happened in that time frame. One of the biggest highlights for me was I loved getting to go to the opening of Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind at Epcot. That was the first like big opening day of an attraction that I got to experience as a Floridian, as a local being here. So in shock right now. So I just got to ride Guardians of the Galaxy on opening day, thanks to an amazing, amazing family. There we go. You can see in that vlog, I share the story of how years ago, I had a dream that I was riding a roller coaster at Epcot that was adjacent to Spaceship Earth, like very eerily in the same location of where Guardians is now. And in this dream, I knew that I had recently like moved to Orlando. And then Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind opened adjacent to Spaceship Earth the year I moved to Orlando. So that's kind of a crazy thing. Literally, I had a dream come true moment in Epcot. Then this summer was amazing. Something that I never expected to happen this year. Like if you would have told me at the beginning of this year that this was gonna happen, I would have looked at you like you were crazy. My very first Disney cruise. Going on a Disney cruise has been a dream for years. I have watched every Disney Cruise Line vlog out there, always anticipated the moment that I get to go on my first sailing. I am extremely grateful for my sponsor 407 and Beyond. They sent me on their behalf on the beautiful Disney Dream for my first ever Disney Cruise Line sailing. Today is the day we are going on the Disney Dream right now, like in a couple hours. It's happening. This is, oh my gosh, it's crazy. I'm like so overwhelmed. There's so many things to do. Sail away party, we're sailing away. You ready guys? Ready?
Live on Fisher Island, be buried in Palm Beach. That way you'll have the best of Florida.
We had a moment when we all like came out here and we just stood for a second and looked out at how blue the water is. This is the day that I have been most looking forward to because it is Castaway Key Day. I've seen this so many times. I feel so grateful. I'm here now. Like it's my turn to get to experience this.
I was so excited for this day.
Yes,
I
same.
always wanted to see this island.
Oh my gosh, look at the color. This looks like a pool. He's got like a spiral tail. You're a Bahamas lizard. That right there looks like a postcard. That was such a highlight of this year. Yeah, that's one of those things that if you would have told me like, oh yeah, in July 2022, you're taking a Disney cruise, I would have looked at you like, what? No, I would still have been on my college program. My college program was supposed to go until August of 2022, and I never would have had the time off, you know, to go have that opportunity. So that's like another one of those crazy things where it's like everything this year worked out in such a way that allowed me to end up with some of the most incredible opportunities. So I'm just so grateful for how things have fallen into place this year. Then in August, we had my birthday. Today is my 25th birthday.
Happy birthday, May. Happy 25th, everybody. Dad, Mom, love you all. There we go.
That was such a highlight as well from this year. Like, we were just talking about this, me and my parents, when they were here. Like, that was such a good trip because on that vacation, I had more family come down into town. My mama, my Aunt Karen, and my cousin Katie. For them, that was their first time getting to come down and see my apartment, see where I live, you know, just see the lifestyle that I have here in Florida and introduce them to like all my favorite things around town. And that was such a special time. And I love the vlog series from that. We did that one giant park day that I have like 3 videos on my channel from that. We also had a lot of like resort hopping time and everything, and then just even the time that I spent off the vlog that trip with them, like I said, going around where I live and just like showing them my favorite things to do, like that was so special. Definitely a huge highlight from my year. We did it! Let's go, ladies! Vlog and walk. Then the fall came, and I'm trying to think like what happened in the fall. Oh, my first hurricane. That was something that happened. I survived my first Florida hurricane. That's when everyone tells you you're officially inducted as a Floridian. After that point, it's just like seeing your first gator in the wild, you know. And I'm very grateful we got through that here in Central Florida with, you know, very little to no damage. And that really showed me the power of this community, because seriously, the next morning, neighbors were out there cutting down any tree limbs that were down, like cleaning up, like nothing happened. By the next day, it was like nothing happened. Floridians are strong, and that was a cool moment that I got to like have a testament of that and really feel like a part of that community. So in the middle of October, I had something so extremely special happen. I'm looking at him right now. Mickey moved to Florida, so I went home to Pennsylvania for about a week and got to spend time with my family up there. Then we set off on the journey to bring Mickey down here to his home in Florida, and I feel so extremely grateful that we were able to do that transition. It was so many answered prayers of, you know, being able to bring him here comfortably and safely. Here we go. Say bye-bye, house. Bye-bye. We're gonna go to a new house. Mickey, you are officially a Florida kitty. We're getting Mickey's picture on you. Right. He's loving living in Florida. He was on the balcony with me earlier today, just in January, being able to have outside, you know, fresh air sniffs. He loves it. November, I did my first ever Run Disney race. That was such a cool experience because I was always curious about doing a Run Disney, and I would always say to myself like, oh, I'll do that when I live there and like I have the time to, like, I'm not gonna build a vacation around doing a Run Disney, but like I want to do one at some point. So I always kind of associated doing my first Run Disney with when I would be living in Florida. So the fact that I got to do my first run in the year that I moved was a really like surreal moment. Crossing that finish line, something I always like pictured. That was another like surreal moment of like, oh my gosh, I live here now type thing. And that brings us to December, which this December had been so full of a lot of amazing moments, and getting to have my first Christmas season. My favorite time of year, my favorite holiday is Christmas, so getting to really take my time enjoying all the decorations and everything around town was so cool. Christmas Day in the parks with my family, that was something that we all always dreamed about getting to do. Just in general, it's been such an amazing year that has brought me so many great people into my life. I'm so grateful for my community that I've found here in Florida, my friends. I've met some of the most amazing people this year. Those friendships, it's that community that has really made me have that turning point of like, you know, coming here and, you know, it starts off with like, you know, okay, I'm living in Florida, to then like, I live in Florida, you know, like I am a Floridian now. This is my life. This is my people, my town. That is such a cool feeling to have. I'm very grateful for the people that have given me that, the community that's given me that. It's been incredible. But like I said, it was not without its perils. This year was also one of the most stressful, challenging years. And I want to mention that because, you know, those aren't the moments that we vlog. Like when I was initially moving down here and I had the stress of the living situation and then everything that happened with my dream being shattered of like, you know, Disney didn't pan out the way that I thought it was gonna be. All these things that were just like dreams shaken and trials that I didn't even think I was gonna have to ever deal with. All these things, and you're just like in the moment, you don't see a way out, you don't see how anything could get better, but it's paved a path that it led to different opportunities that never would have come up. Things that I would have never even thought about for myself that have ended up bringing me more happiness, bringing me to different friendships, meeting different people. So many things like that I've seen happen this year. It's been so incredibly cool. But yeah, you never know what somebody is going through that they're not showing on camera. So I like to mention that because I know we all go through anxiety in life, we all go through stress, and it's like, you know, those parts aren't vlogged. But I am very grateful. Like I said, 2022 taught me that in the trials, in the storms, even in the middle of it, you can always find a bright spot. On the other end of the storm, there truly can be something better that was meant for you. So that's a huge lesson that I'm always gonna remember from this year. So with that, I hope you enjoyed my 2022 wrap up. And now cheers to an incredible 2023. I hope that you have a very happy, healthy, blessed 2023 ahead. And I'm just getting started here on the channel. There are so many plans that I have for this now new year ahead. Yeah, we're just gonna dive right into it. But for now, I'm gonna go ahead and sign off. So make today magical, and I will see you soon in the next video. Bye guys.